Good morning, everyone. It's Karen from Creations by Karen. It's Sunday morning. You know what time that is. Time to make something. So if you come on, make sure you say hi so I know you're here. And I'll try to get us hooked up with my computer so I can see all your comments. It's Sunday morning. It's freezing cold outside. It's like 9 degrees here. It's crazy. Oh, yeah. Hi, guys. What's everybody doing this morning? I have to work in my garden, I think. Hey, Sharon. Good morning. Make sure you say hi, because we're going to do a bonus draw today. A couple of them, actually. So make sure when you come on, you say hi, and so I know you're here, and I can add you to the draw. There we go. We're here. Good morning. Good morning, everyone. I finally figured this crazy stuff out. So it's 9 o'clock, so we're going to get started making this pumpkin wreath. Good morning, Susie. How are you this morning? I know I'm in my basement. It's freezing. Oh, hi, Heather. Nice to see you. Oh, Lexi thinks I'm talking to her. Do you want to come and say hi? Come say hi. There she is. Lexi's here to say hi to everybody. There we go. Okay. Off she goes. Okay, so today we're going to make this pumpkin that I've got standing up behind me. And I saw this somewhere. I can't even remember where I saw it. Okay, you can't stay. But I thought this would be really cool to make for the fall. Okay, apparently she wants to hang out for a bit. Hi, guys. Make sure you say hi when you come on so I know you're here. Anyways, I saw this pumpkin wreath, and I thought, that's awesome. I'm going to make one of those. So, of course, I had to start scouring around the city looking for stuff that I could use to make it. And I'm just going to move this over here. And move you, Missy. I'm going to move you down. So I found these wire wreath forms from Dollar Tree. Not Dollarama, Dollar Tree. And I thought, oh, that'll work. That'll work good. So I'm going to make this wreath using these Dollar Tree wreath forms. Now, good morning, Jerry. Nice to see you. So if you're looking for these, good luck, because I think I bought 5, and I think that was at towards the end of August, and I went back to try to get some, and they're out, right? So, and I don't know if they're going to get any more, and they didn't tell me whether they'd get any more. So if you go to a Dollar Tree, wherever you are, hi Dave, please let me know if you have that, if they have them. Personal message me, and I will get you to score them for me, and I'll e-transfer you the money. Anyways, I'm going to go ahead and start making this. So the first thing you're going to need, well, I'm going to tell you what you need first. So you're going to need 2 of these wreath forms, and then you want something to put between these 2 wreath forms, because that's how we're going to roll this morning. Good morning, Fort. It's freezing here in London, just letting you know. So if you go to that place that you took me to that has that buffalo plaid jacket, can you buy that for me? I'd like that. Good morning, Dawn. Good morning, Dana. How are you? Okay, so you're going to need 2 of these wreath forms. You're going to need a pair of wire cutters, a pair of scissors, a really sharp pair of manicure scissors. I just scored these for my manicure set. Some needle nose pliers, the small ones. You're going to need some orange and felt. And I got this at Len's Mill Store, and it wasn't that expensive. I was shocked. I got it like a meter for $6.99, and it's pretty good quality, and it works really well. So you need about a meter of that, I guess. And then you want a bow. Of course, and I made a bow, nice fall bow. Morning, Nancy. Morning, Annie. And yeah. Oh, and some fall stuff, fall flowers or greenery, whatever you want to put on it, whatever. Okay, so we're going to go ahead and start making this. Oh, look at all of you. Hi, Lise. How are ya? Good. I got to scroll up a bit as I missed some people. And so if size, you don't know my size for it? Medium would be good. Thank you. Just let me know how much it is and I'll e-transfer you the money. Good morning, Nancy. How are you? Good. Nice and fresh along the waterfront. Where are you, Nance? Along the waterfront. I don't know if I'd want to be near the waterfront. It's cold, man. I don't like cold. I don't know what I'm going to do in the wintertime. Because you know me, I like to go south. Like in January, go February. December, I like to maybe take a week to go south. And I don't think that's going to happen this year. And I'm going to be some kind of ugly. Some kind of an ugly girl. If I can't make trips down to the south. Anyway. That's another whole story. So, you're going to lay this wreath form down. Now, this was a bit tricky. Sarnia, dog sitting. Oh. I'll enjoy that on the waterfront. That's nice. Okay, so you're going to take your piece of felt. And I mean, you can go on YouTube and look at all sorts of different ways that people have done this. And some of the stuff is crazy. I saw some woman used a sweater to make this, which was cool. It was like a cable knit sweater, a kind of a cream color. It was awesome. Anyways, you're just going to put this inside this wreath form. Okay, so this is the outside, right? So this is because I want these rungs to show, because I like rungs to show on a pumpkin, right? So there's some definition. So you're just going to sort of fit it in here. I might stand up to do this because it's awkward. Good morning, Debbie. Good morning, Janie. Excited to see the demo today. Thanks. Thanks, Debbie. Okay, I'm going to stand up so you guys can, I can work this out. I don't want to be too close to you. Okay, so you just sit this sort of in here, and then you take this wreath form, and you're going to place it inside this one. Now, if you find these wreath forms, to make one of these, they have to be the same size, and there's all sorts of different sizes. So you're just going to kind of fit it in here, right? Like this. And you're just going to kind of pull it so the fabric kind of is pulled tight. But what I'm going to do, because I figured this one out pretty quickly, is I have some clothes pegs. I forgot to mention that's what you need too. Clothes pegs. And I'm going to just close peg this top of it. Kind of like this, right? I'm going to flip it over and show you what it looks like. So you just want, so I'm just going to put a few of these clothes pegs on initially. Because you want to keep this really secure on here first. Morning, Annette. Nice to see you. So, is anybody from not from London? If you're not from London, can you let me know on here if you're not from London and tell me where you're. Hey Nance, if you go to Sarnia, if you're in Sarnia, if you get a chance today, because tomorrow everything's closed, can you check out if they have any Dollar Trees there, and see if they have any of these wreath forms at Dollar Tree in Sarnia? They probably don't, but if anybody can go to their local Dollar Tree and see if they have any of these. I need about 10. And they're like $1.25 each, so they're awesome. Okay, so see how if I turn this over, do you see how it's nice and snug? Right? Well, it's not quite snug enough, right? But you see what I mean by I want the rungs of the wreath to show. Okay? So then what you want to do is just try to start pulling this really snugly, because you gotta want to have it, but you have to hold this down and pull. but you don't want to pull the fabric away from the bottom ring. Good morning, Patch. You're in Gory. Where's Gory? Jerry, I don't know where Gory is. Where's Gory? Whoops. Okay, so I think this looks pretty good so far. Kind of an awkward little thing to do, but it's fun. Because if it wasn't fun, I wouldn't be doing it, right? So here at the top, see where this hanging thing is? The top, so most pumpkins have a little stem thing to come out. I don't put anything on that. I use that to hang. I mean, I've seen some YouTube channels, tutorials, where they've put twine and stuff around it. I can't be bothered doing that. Because you're not going to see it, right? Because you're going to hang it. So just do whatever you want. Alright, I think this looks good, so I'm just going to put one more on here. Oh, we got some ruffle going on here. Okay. There, so I've got all my clothes pegs on, see them? And see how it looks there's no gathers or anything in there? Because that's important. So then what you want to do, now this might be a little tricky, but you guys can do this. So you're going to take some tie wraps. I got some 4-inch tie wraps. I get those at Home Depot. I get a bag of 1,000 for like 20 bucks or 25 bucks. I don't know. But I want to secure some put some tie wraps on here just to hold this in place. Near Listowel and Wingham. Oh, I know where that is. I know where Wingham is. Swing and Wingham. That's what I used to call it. I had a friend that lived there years ago, but I think she lives there anymore. So what you want to do is take your sharp manicure scissors and you just want to poke a small hole through this felt. This can be a challenge if you have something thick, right? So then I'm going to feed my tie wrap through that little hole. See how it's being fed? And then I'm going to make another hole on the other side so I can feed the other end through. And this is where you can snug it up really tight. You're not going to see this when I'm done with it. You're not going to see the tie wrap, right? So don't worry about that. And I'll tell you how to fix that if you're concerned in a minute. So you're just going to pull this nice and tight. Where'd it go? There it is. And then, so you want to tie wrap it from the to the inside, right? Where that head is. Like I said, this is probably the most challenging part of the whole thing. The first one's always the hardest. The first part of everything is always the hardest, right? Yep, here we go. Okay. Okay. So that's in. And then I'm just going to feed it and secure it at the back. So I'm going to probably put about 6 of these on. Right, and that just keeps the 2 wire frames together securely. Right? And I'm just going to cut that off. So I'm going to do another one at the other top part. Okay. So, like, if you don't get to, like, I was really shocked the difference in the size of the pumpkin wreath forms. Because you would have thought they would have been made with a machine, so all of them would be probably the same, but they weren't. So that was challenging, but hey, I got it figured out. So you're just going to stick your tie wrap in. You've poked a hole through. Pull that really snug. Poke another hole on the other side, really close to this tie wrap. Oh, look at the thumbs up. Hi guys. If you're following me, give me a thumbs up. All right. Then I'm going to feed that through the other side, right? And like I said, this is the hardest part of the whole deal, which is getting these in, because you want to make sure they're nice and snug. There we go. There it was. Okay. Flip it over and feed it in here. Okay. Snug it up. Turn it down. Clip it off. Now you want to do the bottom next, right? And I'm only just going to put one in down here. But see how I'm pulling that nice and snug? Hook a hole. Stick your tie wrap in. Whoops. There. Now, pull that nice and tight. Poke another hole. And then stick this through. Okay. And you will have some excess fabric. Don't worry about that. And we're going to cut it off. Okay. Just stick this through. Just bring this down. And clip it off and turn it down. Now I'm going to do the sides. The thing about using felt is it's very forgiving. You can pull it and it's not going to tear, which is great. Okay, so once again, make a hole. Stick your tie wrap in. Right, then you make a hole on the other side. And feed your tie wrap through that hole. And then just clip it together. Okay. Clip it off. And do the other side. There you go. Does everybody do with me? Give me a thumbs up if you're hanging out. Following along. Making some notes. Here we go. You guys all sitting there having a coffee? Having mine. Well, I'm not having mine. I'm doing this stuff for you guys. And then just hole on the other side. So it's on the other side of the bar. And just feed it through. And so. And just guys are nuts. Okay. So make sure you comment something today if you're on with me. Because I'm only going to give people who commented today a little special something for next week. All right, so what I want to do now, I'm going to take all these off. I don't need them anymore. And I'm going to trim out all of this excess fabric that I have, felt, because it's felt. Right? So, thumbs up. Jerry's got a pumpkin smiley. I like it. So I'm going to leave about, I don't know, half an inch maybe. And I'm going to go all around this wreath form. Get rid of all this excess wreath. Felt, sorry. All the way around. Like this. So there was some people that messaged me after last week's tutorial that said I didn't say their name when I was doing the draw, that they were involved in the draw. They were in the draw. But here's the problem. If you've got a private Facebook page, I can't see your comments, right? So check your settings on your Facebook page to see if you are marked as private. Because if it's private, I can't see your comments. I can't enter you into the draw. Good morning, Kelly. You have wonderful products. Thanks, Kelly. You know, I try, man. I try to give you guys something good every week. But, you know, I'm a bit OCD with my stuff. And, you know, I can make stuff, and if I don't like it, I don't put it on here. Because, I mean, even though people go, it's great, but, no, I got to be happy with it. I got to be happy with it, right? Especially if I'm going to be selling them, I got to make sure I'm happy with it. Because, God, if I'm not happy with it, nobody wants it. Anyways. Okay. Alrighty. So that's all done. So now what I'm going to do is I'm going to snug this down and hot glue it to the inside there, right? You love my ideas. Thanks, Jerry. Okay, so what I want to do is just, I'm going to start, I think I'm going to start at the top here. I'm just going to turn it down. Now I've got hot glue here ready to go. And of course I'm using Gorilla Glue because you don't want to use dollar store glue doing this, because you want to make sure it stays in place. And if you use dollar store glue, it won't stay in place. So I'm just going to put a bead across the top. And guys, be careful when you're doing this, because this is hot and it'll burn you and you'll be cussing me. I don't want that. I'll check the dollar when I'm in St. Thomas next time. Yeah, all right, that'd be great. Thanks, Sharon. Now when you get doing this part here, I like to put a little split. I mean, like I said, you're not going to see this, so, but I like it all covered, so I'm going to split this. I might have to use my, you know, I can't find my good scissors. I cleaned my craft room. I can't find my scissors, which is probably just stupid, but whatever. So basically you're just going to turn this in. So I'm going to do this part here. And if I put a bead on the rung and just flip it over, it holds it. And this is where you can get into trouble with burning your fingers. Are the wreaths at Dollarama or Dollar Tree? They don't have them at Dollarama, Dana. I got these at Dollar Tree in mid-August because I was there for something completely different, and I saw them and I only bought 5 of them because I didn't know what I was going to do with it, but I thought it was cool. And since then, I've gone back once I decided what I wanted to make, and nobody has any. The one that I got it at, they had probably 50 of them, and there's not even one left. So, if you see them, let me know. So I've got a craft show at the beginning of October, and I'd like to make some for it. Hi, Tammy. Thanks, Tammy. Hey, everything good with you? Family's good? Okay, I'm just clipping off the excess here. Okay, now I'm going to go around and pull these all, right? So you want to put your hot glue on the rung. See how I'm putting it on the rung here? And don't do a lot at a time because it'll be set before you get to it. You know, probably 4 or 5 inches. And just fold it over and snug it down. Now you're not going to see this, right? But it holds the fabric in place. Oh, fun. Where's the craft show at? Dana, it's the one I messaged you about. Did you see that? So it's at the Army Navy Veterans Club on Pall Mall in Colburn. It's going to be an inside-outside show. Dana, I sent you a message about that. I'm going to, of course, be inside because, you know, it's probably going to be cold, and I don't like cold. And I'm going to have all my fall tutorial products there, like all the recent stuff that I've made for you guys. I'm going to have them all there, and it's a really good cause. These, you know, it's the veterans and the Army Navy people, and they've done such good work for us, right? So I wanted to support them. They're going to be really cognizant of social distancing. Everybody has to wear a mask, of course. Totally forgot. All right. So anybody that's on my Facebook page, Creations by Karen Facebook page, that goes to that craft show, and they find me, and they purchase something, they will get 15% off their total purchase, and then I'm going to donate a portion of my proceeds to the Army Navy Club, because it's a good cause, right? If it wasn't for those people, we wouldn't be here. Well, we would be, but we wouldn't be safe. So just make sure you come around doing this. Pull it snug while you're doing it. Just hold it down. Now, if you use dollar store glue doing this, it's not going to stick. And that's why I use Gorilla Glue. Yes, it's a little bit more expensive. The cheapest place to get it is at Walmart. You can get 75 sticks for $12. But It's money well spent. And if I have to do something over because the glue isn't working, yeah, that's never good for me. So I want to do the most. Everything is about time for me. I'm so busy and I don't have time to redo stuff. So if I find something that works well and I have to pay a little bit extra for it, don't care. Don't care at all. As long as it works. And everybody else feel the same way? I mean, sure, you could buy stuff that's reasonably priced or on sale, but you get what you pay for. So that's why I pay the extra to buy the Gorilla Glue sticks, and that way I know I'm not going to have to redo anything. Anyways, moving forward. Here's my rant of the tutorial, I guess. So my sister came down on Friday for a sister evening. Thanks, Heather. My sister makes masks in Chatham, and she donates, and she makes a lot of masks for the senior center there and the mission services, I guess. Anyways, so she had a sewing machine, I guess, and then she went out and bought a heavy-duty sewing machine, because I guess it takes a beating if you're making 200 or 300 masks at a time, which I couldn't imagine. I mean, I'd be so bored, but kudos to her for doing it. Anyways, she brought me her old sewing machine. She thought I could sew stuff with it. Now, the lady that lives next door to me, Heather, she does a lot of stuff for me. And I'm way happy farming that out, because that's bordering on domestic, doing domestic stuff. And I don't, if you know me, I'm not at all domestic. So, anyways, I appreciated it. She made me start from the very beginning to thread the bobbin thing, and oh, it's a challenge. She was very patient with me because I was perhaps not so much fun. Whatever. Anyways, just keep going around. We're almost done here, this part. Just gotta put a little piece, some glue here. And if you have some that are kind of sticking up, you're not going to see the stuff inside, right? We're going to put it back on it, because that's how I roll. Okay? Alright. So, we've got all this tacked down. So this is what the inside looks like, with all the felt tacked down. This is what the outside looks like, with the felt all tacked down. Okay? So, I'm going to poke a little hole in the top of this. Well, actually, it's going to be a big hole, but so I can feed it through here. Now, I'm going to decorate it. So, here's my wreath hanger, right? And I'm just going to stick it on here so I can look at it when I'm putting the decorations on. So the first thing I'm going to do is put the bow on it. So I made this bow, and I went out and bought a bow maker and everything else, but you know what? I can make it better and faster by myself. So, I've got this pretty burlappy kind of ribbon. I think I got it at Michael's, and I think it was like 2 for 1. So all I'm going to do is I'm just going to place it at the top. Can you guys see that? place it sort of at the top here, right? And I feed it a chenille stem through the back of it when I was making it, so it's really secure. And I'm just going to wrap it around the back. I'll turn this around so you can see what I'm doing. So I'm just wrapping this around, and I'm just going to stick it through here just to give it some extra security so it's not going anywhere, if I can. And then just give it a twist again. Once again, you're not going to see this, right? Because we're going to cover the back. And just clip that excess off. Glue everywhere. Like that. And then, back around it comes. Now, I'm going to put some flowers on here because that'd be nice. Oh, and I'm going to ducktail. I've showed you how to ducktail before, but I'm going to just show you again. So you just put this together, and you just take your scissors. Ducktailing means just has a V at the bottom, but that's the crafting word, ducktailing. And you just come from the top to the bottom. And I wish I could find my good scissors because these aren't the best. Right, so I've ducktailed the bottoms. But right now you can see sort of through this pumpkin wreath, and I'm going to put it back on it, and that stops that from happening. So that's good. So then what we're going to do is, really nice, looks good. Thanks guys. Is I'm going to put some flowers. Now, I don't like a lot of flower stuff on a wreath. Like, that's just my deal. But that looks pretty. That's a pretty piece with some fall greener leaves on there. So I'm going to take my wire cutters and I'm going to cut that off. And I'm going to hot glue the back right here. Put it in. So I like to, oh, where's my other glue stick? There it is. I like to really make sure this is secure so it doesn't come off. And I'm just going to slide it under here, right? And I'm just going to press it down so it's secured to the felt. You need to hold that for a second, so I'll look at your comments. Hey everybody. Yeah, that's pretty. I like that. Do I have another one? Let's look. There we go. So we'll go to the other side. See, this bow's going to be up high, so you're not going to really see it. So I think this is another one. And I just got all this at Michael's. It's all on sale now, right? It's like gone for, I think when I got it was on for 2 for 1. I think it's 40% off now. So I like the things to be kind of symmetrical because it's just me. You do whatever you want. Somebody said once everything should be in a 3. Like if you have something on your coffee table, it should be 3 things, not 2. And I'm thinking, why is that? I don't know. But whatever. So I want it to be fairly the same. So I'm just going to take this and just push it down so it gets secure, and it also secures the ribbon down too. Thanks guys. Alright, so I want to put a couple of more things on here just because that's fun. Nothing ever really looks the same. You guys can see that, right? Okay, I'll turn it a little bit more when I'm finished. So I found these, and they're kind of cool, and I'm just going to put those in. And little bally things, but I thought they look neat. They're like styrofoam or something, so I'm just going to stick it in. Maybe down here be a good spot. Stick that down. I have another one. So we'll put that on too. Small glue. Can't tell you the number of times I've burnt myself on my hot glue gun, but I saw somebody wear kind of like insulated gloves when they're doing their craft so they don't burn themselves, but I don't feel like I have control if I'm wearing them. Okay, so that looks good. So I kind of really like these daisies, or not daisies, there's like white sunflowers, which is kind of weird, but kind of like the way they looked. So I think I'm going to put one in here. I'm just going to glue the whole back of it. And be generous with your glue because you don't want it to come off. We want to cover up that center part. So I'm putting it there. And there should be another one. There's one. It's got some greenery on it. Do I want the greenery? Maybe. I don't know. Okay. Why not? No, I don't think I'm going to. Oh, why not? Lots of glue. You can pull your glue strands off later. I'm just going to tuck this down into there. Now, I have one with, look at that, it's got a little like pumpkin on it, and I like it. So I think I'll go with the three deal. And I'll put this on. Put this in the center. I think that looks really pretty, guys. What do you think? If you think it looks pretty, give me a thumbs up. I like it. You see it? With the little ribbons sticking out. Yeah, I like it. Thank you for taking the time out to share all these beautiful ideas with us. Really appreciate it. Well, thank you, Jerry. Originally, and I want to say that next week is my 6-month anniversary of doing this on YouTube. YouTube and Facebook. So, next week's going to be a special week. You got to make sure you're here. We're celebrating our 6-month anniversary. Guys, 6 months. You've been hanging out with me. I don't want to put this pumpkin in here, but I think I'll put it there. 6 months. So remember I started when all this COVID stuff started to keep you guys amused because you're all inside? And look at me now. All right, I'm just going to stick this in here and I'm going to have to hold it because it's going to take a second. So, next week, it's going to be a good week. I have to hold this for a little bit longer. I'm going to take this off because give you an up close and personal on how it looks. Yeah, it looks good. There you go. That is the front part of this wreath. So now, what I'm going to do is I'm going to put it back on it. So all I did to do this back part is, before I started making it, I took it out and I traced the wreath form on another piece of pumpkin colored felt. And I'm just going to hot glue this bad boy onto here. Now you could go ahead and stuff this if you want. You don't need to. But if you wanted to put some stuffing in the inside, you could do that. But I'm just going to go around and hot glue this back piece on. So I start at the top where this V is. And that just finishes it, guys. Like, you know me, I got to have everything look kind of finished. So I'm just going to put a clip on there. Keep it in place while I wanted to. Maybe I'll go a little bit further around here. You're not going to see this anyway. I just place this down. Because once I get sort of to the bottom, I'm going to have to pull it a little bit. So I just keep going around, and that also helps it secure it while it's drying. So I like to do the top parts first. Just put these on. That, and I'll do this one. And then once I get to the bottom, I'll pull it a little bit snugger. Oh, I need another glue stick. Sorry guys, hang on one second. Oh, it's right here. Got it. Gorilla Glue. I'm going to have to go to Walmart today and get some more Gorilla Glue before I get involved in more crafting. It should be outside in my garden today. But I'm not doing that until it gets at least 15 degrees. Not going out. I don't like it, man. I don't like cold. Yesterday they had a engagement party for my son and his beautiful fiance, and it was outside. It rained a bit. Nobody really cared. Everybody was just there to celebrate Kurt and Steffi. It was nice. It was a nice day. I could see some wedding crafts maybe coming my way in the future, I hope. I haven't set a date, but hope I can be involved in that somehow. We're almost done, guys. Thanks for hanging in. Like, if you're using regular glue on here, like just glue, dollar store glue sticks, this won't stick. So you gotta open up your wallets and pay for the Gorilla Glue if you're making these. So remember, I got the pumpkin colored felt at Michael's, and it comes in a bolt. And they just cut it off, cut the amount that I wanted off of it. Pretty reasonable. $6.99, I think. Wreath form from Dollar Tree. Let me know if you find them. And then just everything else I got it at Michael's. Michael's has got a lot of their Christmas stuff out. I know it's just September, but for a crafter, you have to kind of start working ahead at stuff. And, you know, when I do craft shows, I would have probably 90% of my stuff already done by now, because I don't have time to be crafting and working and everything else. So, but you know, there aren't, right now we're still waiting for the London show to be a yay or a nay. My guess is it's probably going to be a no. But it is what it is. There's nothing I can do about that, right? I can't do anything about it. Okay. So there's my back, guys. All close pegged off. Right? So I'm just going to leave these close pegs on and allow it to dry. I hang it up here for a minute. Or not. Guess it's a challenge with the clothes pegs on it. Okay. Anyways, well, that's it, guys. That's what it looks like. Without the clothes pegs, of course. I like it. I really like it. And 27 of you shared this tutorial. So you're going in the draw, or you went in the draw, and I have your names right here. So 27 of you shared it. I'm going to pull a name. Carla Jean Stevens. Hi, Carla. Nice to see you. Okay, so I'm going to pull a name out of here, and this person is winning this wreath, or you can have the other one that has a green sort of ribbon on it. Super cute. Thanks, Dana. Okay, so the person that won this is Kelly B. Kelly B, you won this pumpkin wreath. So you can message me, or I'll message you, and I'm just going to tuck this in here for Kelly B. Take these off now. Now, what I did on a couple of other ones that I made was, see where I put the tie wrap through? The tie wraps are white, right? And you can see them a little bit. If you've got some orange acrylic glue, you can just go ahead and put a little dab of the orange acrylic glue on it. And that'll cover up the little tie wraps. But there's only a couple of them that you can see, so it's not that big of a deal. All right? What do you think, guys? Get a thumbs up for this cute pumpkin wreath. Oh, look, guys. Awesome. Okay. So that's today. Today's craft. This cute pumpkin wreath. Now, we're going to talk about next week. So next week is my 6-month anniversary of being on Facebook and YouTube. So, we're going to make this pumpkin wreath, or sorry, this witch wreath. This here. Super cute with the legs. My God, it's cute. And I found, so she's got a hat, right? And that's a black hat, but I found this orange hat. Look, lights up. How cute is that going to be? With the funky orange light up hat on. It's like, it's going to be great. So everybody that said hi and came on and commented today is going to have their name extra into the draw for next week, because I'm going to give away three of those witches, because it's my 6-month anniversary, and you know what, I can do that. All right, so make sure you tune in next week, next Sunday at 9 a.m. When we're going to make that awesome witch wreath. And all you guys that came on and said hi and gave me a thumbs up and make my Sunday morning really good. You're going to get an extra ticket for the draw. next week. All right? Anyways, that's it, guys. That's it for today. Sunday morning. Got to go out and garden, I think. But sure not until it gets warmer outside, because that's not going to happen. Okay? So you guys have a great week. Be safe. Still practice social distancing. Wear your mask. And I will talk to you soon. Love you all.